Hey guys, this is Andy from Krav Maga Training Academy. I have a little workout for you guys. It's hard to do Krav and all that just with one person here, so obviously it's going to be more of a fitness workout, but it's going to revolve around shoulders. We're going to do some triceps, and then we're just going to hit our abs and our core. So really quick, we're going to start off with a nice light stretch. Just going to take your right arm, boom, left, use your probably doing your left arm because, again, we always mix that up in here. Just take it in a nice circle. Then reverse it, boom, this way. All right, same thing, other arm, nice circle. Again, we're working shoulders and triceps, so we're gonna try to get those nice and loose before this workout. Reverse. Good, feet a little further than shoulder width apart, so you're gonna be about right here. You're just gonna, boom, this hand's touching the sky, this hand's touching my other foot, opposite foot, ankle, wherever you can get. Then, boom. You're just going to rotate back and forth, touch each side about 7 times, get that nice stretch, maybe pause here and there, just get that stretch in there. While we're here, take your hands, grab behind your back if you can. If you can't, get as close as you can, and just lean forward, try to get your back nice and straight. Boom, boom, right there. And then we're just going to crawl forward into downward dog. Boom, right here. Hold for a second. Try to look at your toes, and then move back and go right into Cobra. Boom, stretch out that lower back. Hold for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna stay on the ground while we're here. This foot's tucked in, this foot's out. You're just gonna reach for your ankle. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, same thing. Boom, boom. If you're more advanced, you can go over, or you can just hold right here. Again, if you can't hold your toes or your foot or ankle, get as close as you can. Get a nice stretch in there. All right, everybody hop up, and we're going to start our workout. I'm going to be using dumbbells. Hopefully you have dumbbells at home. If you don't, you can use substitutes. I've been looking up dumbbell substitutes all week. There's a lot of stuff. There is laundry detergent, the bins. There's gallons of milk. There's anything that you can really get a kind of grip on and use in a dumbbell way, dumbbell fashion. That would be great. Maybe, if you have a couple of kids, especially if you have twins, just grab them and pick them up, bash their heads together if they're being bad. No, but in all seriousness, anything that really has some kind of handle, any 5-gallon bucket, maybe fill it halfway with water. Anything you can use for curls, or maybe don't use those for chest stuff because you're dumping water all over yourself. But again, anything with dumbbells, anything without dumbbells. I'm going to try to do some no dumbbell stuff too. That way, if you don't have dumbbells, you can still get a workout in. So we're going to start with some shoulders. We're just going to do upright shoulder rows. So we're going to do 3 sets, 12 reps on the first set. For those of you that don't know what a rep is simply if you're doing a curl, boom, that's 1 rep. So you're going to do 12 of those if we're doing curls. If we're doing chest press, that's 1 rep, boom. So first set's going to always be 12 reps. Second set's always going to be 10, and third set's going to be 8. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but by the end of your workout, you're probably going to be wishing it was 6 or 4, maybe 2. Okay? So like I said, we're starting with the upright row. Grab your 5-gallon buckets, grab your whoever you're picking up, whatever you're doing. You can actually use a person on this one because we're going straight up. But anything you can grab that weighs decent, even we talked about a couple water bottles, maybe freezer water bottles, they'll be a little heavier. Anything you can grab and lift is a plus. So I'm going to grab my dumbbells. If you have dumbbells, perfect, solution is solved. I'm just going to kind of keep them together here like they're a barbell. Feet a little closer than shoulder width apart, and you're just going to go straight up like that. Almost like you're flaring your elbows out, kind of doing that chicken wing thing that we tell you not to do when you're fighting in crowd or fighting in general. But boom, this is one of the only times you'll hear me to do the chicken wing. So bam, you're just going to do that. From the side, it should look like this. And you're just going to do those 3 sets. You're going to do 12 on the first set, 10 on the second set, 8 on the third set. So in total, you should be doing 30 of those. Got it? Good, awesome, go. All right, so you did the upright rows, great. Hopefully you did your 12, 10, 8. If you didn't, pause the video, finish them up. We're going to jump into lateral shoulder raises now. You can do these one of 2 ways. I prefer to do them boom, same time, get them out of the way. Or you can do 1, 1. If you're doing your 12, 10, 8, this does not count as 1, 2, because then you're cutting your workout short. That counts as 1, 1, 2, 2. So you're doing 12 each side, or you're just doing them both at the same time. So you're going straight up, 1 rep, shoulders stay nice and straight, my back stays straight too. I'm not doing this thing where I'm kind of throwing my back out because that's how we get hurt. That's improper form. You want to just be nice and straight. Feet are about shoulder width apart, and we're just here. And you're raising to about right there. So you almost want to be right at a nice 45-degree angle. If you do these without dumbbells, they even start to get a little bit tiring after probably 20 or 30 of them as well. So same thing, go ahead and do 12, 10, 8. Pause the video, and when you're done, we're going to jump into the next one. All right, guys, so you did your upright rows, you did your lateral shoulder raises. We're going to jump into shoulder presses, or as other people know them, the Arnold press, coming from Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're gonna go here, kind of like you're flexing at someone, and you're just gonna, boom, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Again, your back stays nice and straight. I have a nice 45 here, and I just go straight up. My dumbbells can touch. I have an OCD thing, I don't like when they clank, so boom, I try to make sure they don't clank, and again, right back to that 45. Same thing, you're gonna do 12, 10, 8 of those. Go ahead and pause the video. When you're done, unpause, and we'll move on to the next workout. All right, so we just did our shoulder presses, or Arnold presses, whatever you want to call them. This one's for everyone who doesn't have dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, jump in. Even if you don't have dumbbells, hopefully you've been doing something with your hands, because again, some motion is better than no motion. Basically what we're gonna do, find anything you usually sit on. It can be a chair, a bench, a couch, anything. Lucky for me, I have a bench here, so I'm just gonna kind of slide my butt off it a little. I like to have my heels on the ground. My arms are nice and straight, and I'm just gonna go straight down. My butt's almost touching the ground, but it's not. My legs are staying nice and straight, and I'm just going 45-degree angle. If I go sideways here, you'll see that I am still going at that 45-degree here. So boom, back up, boom, back up. If they're kind of easy, you want a variation, grab another chair, another bench, put it in front of you. Put your feet up on that. I don't have one, so you just have to imagine it right now. Put your feet up on that, feet are in the air, and you're just here carrying more body weight. Okay? Perfect. Let's go. All right, so I had to move my bench out of the way, and hopefully you guys moved yours out of the way. We're going to jump into tricep kickbacks. So you're kind of just gonna get like a nice little, almost like you're about to squat here. Back's nice and straight. Feet are a little closer together than usual. You're just gonna kick your arms straight back. Again, I'm at a nice 45 here. Then I'm standing straight back. You should really start to feel this in your triceps after your first, second, or third set, hopefully. Or maybe your first, second, or third rep, depending how often you work them out. Again, I'm here and I'm kind of just doing this motion. Boom. Boom, and boom. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're going 3 sets, 12, 10, 8. Make sure you're only resting between 30 to 45 seconds between each set. Okay, go. All right, so we're doing overhead triceps. You can do this with anything right now. You don't really need a grip for these. If you have a big coffee mug, maybe not full of coffee, maybe empty, or anything, maybe a nice base, or a not so nice base. Anything you can kind of lift behind your head is a plus on this one, because we're just going boom behind your head. Again, I'm at kind of a 45 here, and I'm just going over my head, boom, boom. So anything you can grip, stay at that 45, and just go over your head. Make sure you don't smack the back of your head, that's never good. We've all done it, it's no fun, but again, we're gonna go here, straight up, boom, here, straight up. And we're gonna do the same thing we've been doing. So we're gonna do 12, 10, 8, 3 sets, and go. All right, so we're done with our dumbbell stuff. We're gonna just hit a few ab workouts. For abs, we're gonna do 45 seconds of each. So if you have a timer, set it up. You should have one on your phone. Everyone has a smartphone nowadays. If you don't have a smartphone, hopefully you have an old clock, because we either have old clocks or new smartphones. There's usually no in between. So we're gonna lay down, And we're just gonna do the bike. The bike is not, we're sitting here, boom, boom, boom. That's fun, that's easy, but that's actually the wrong way to do it. The ab bike is I'm here, and I'm lifting, touching, going down, lifting, touching, going down, boom, boom. So you wanna do is here, you wanna touch, boom, and touch. None of this easy, boom, boom, boom. I just did like 80 reps, but I got no workout thing. So go ahead, touch each side, go for about 45 seconds, take a nice 30 to 45 second break after that, and go. All right, now we're gonna do that really, if you're working out with someone else, it's gonna be really awkward, or not, just kind of face them. You're gonna go down into a side plank, just here, and you're just gonna stare at your partner, or you're gonna stare at the video, stare at me. We're gonna go 45 seconds each side. So I'm gonna sit here, boom, I can be here. If you wanna make it a little harder, you can be here, okay? Boom, make sure you get your balance, 45. When you're done with that 45 seconds, you're simply gonna crawl over to this side, boom, hold down here. A lot of us like to do dips, boom, boom, you can add some dips in there. You wanna make it a little more challenging, boom, touch under, boom, touch under. You can change, do whatever variation you want, and just go for 45 seconds each side, all right? Time yourself, when you're done, take a little break, get some water, and get ready for the next one. Go! All right, so we did some shoulders, we did some triceps, we did the ab bike, and we did a variation of side planks. Now we're gonna sit on our butt, and you're kind of gonna rest on your upper butt, so you can do this without weight or with weight. Basically, you're gonna be here, called Russian twists. Boom, I just wanna, boom, boom, boom. So, whatever way my legs are going, my arms and upper body are going the other way. So I'm basically going like this. With weight, makes it a little more challenging, just kind of hold it close to your body. Boom, boom, boom. The further back you can go, the harder it's gonna be. If you can get here, boom, boom. It gets really hard, really challenging, easier, boom, boom. So this is another one where you can add some variations. If you're closer together, it's gonna make it easier, there's less balance. If you're further apart, there's a lot of balance, a lot of core in there. And if you add the weight, it just makes it a little harder, a little heavier. Okay, go ahead, 45 seconds of those and go. All right guys, so we're almost done. We have one more workout. 45 seconds of this, and then you can stretch a little with me, or you can just go sit on the couch. I recommend stretching though. So we're just gonna do over-unders. Over-unders are very easy. You're gonna lay on your back here. So I'm right here. My feet are about 6 to 10 inches off the ground. I'm just going boom, boom. None of this. A lot of people go here, here. We're not trying to do, as much as I love them, we're not trying to do Van Damme stretches, okay? We're just laying back here about, boom, 2 feet apart, over, under. Every time you do it, opposite foot's gonna go over and under. So you're always going over, under. Again, we're not going way out here. We're going nice and small, over, under, over, under. Make it harder. Lift your shoulders up. Boom, boom. If it's too hard, put your shoulders and your head down. Boom, boom. And go for about 45 seconds, all right? And then you are done. But we are gonna stretch, and I highly recommend it. All right, so like I said, you are done. We work our shoulders, work our triceps, work our abs, or if you're me, you work your keg, same thing. So we're just gonna take our ending stretch. Take your right arm. If you're a lefty, we know this, you get confused. Every time I say right, you use your left. Every time I say left, you use your right. Just take one of your arms across your body, hold it right here. Hold for about 10 seconds. Boom, when you're done, behind your head, push down on your elbow. And you do same thing, other side, same thing. Boom, back behind your head, hold it. Then you go about shoulder width apart with your feet, and you're just gonna throw some big hook punches, as we like to call them. You can pivot on your feet a little, try to look behind you. That'll really get your shoulders, your arms, everything kind of nice and loose there. And speaking of nice and loose, you're just gonna go down to your hips after that. Boom, roll out your hips. Nice big circles. You're gonna rotate after about 20 seconds, go the other way. Anyone who's taken my classes is probably sitting there like, I have this stretch memorized, because yes, we do this every class. Gonna go down to our knees, same thing, rotate your knees, shake them out a little, reverse after about 10-15 seconds, go the other way. When you're done with that, we're going right here, we're gonna stand up. You're just gonna roll out your right ankle, lefty's your left, because we always have a mix up there. You're gonna reverse, go the other way. You can do this on the ground, you can do this in the air, whatever is easier for you. Go to the other side, same thing, left, and reverse. And then we're gonna do my favorite, we're gonna do some neck stretches. We're just going to grab our head with our opposite arm and take it to the left. If you're going to the left, you're pulling with your left arm, not pulling too hard. Just enough pressure to get that stretch. Hold it, rotate, go to the other side. Same thing with your right arm. You should be tilted to the right and pushing down with your right arm. And then we're just gonna look down at the ground. Both hands are going on top of our head, kind of like we're Thai clinching ourselves. So we're here, just a little bit of pressure. Boom, hold it for about 10 seconds. And then we're going straight back, pushing up on our jaw, which is kind of hard to do if you're talking like I am right now. So we're just gonna push on our jaw, a little bit back till you feel that stretch. And hold it for about 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know you all hate my trainer's count, but it's always fun to say 5 and then make you guys go for 10 seconds. So gotta do that one we're here, gotta do that one here at home and I'm here. So that's the end of this workout. There's gonna be 2, 3 more coming in the next couple of days. Good job. Wipe down your area, as we say here. I'm gonna wipe down the mat, and as I say, wipe down yourself because you're probably nice and sweaty. Good job. See that.